everybody. I'm Philip.
And I'm Justin.
And together, we are Pajamas. This is it. The final episode of Season 2. We get to find out what's going on with the Doctor, and Rose, and Jackie, and Mickey, and the Cybermen, and the Daleks, and Torchwood. All of it. There's a lot going on.
Indeed.
Yeah.
I'm very curious to know what the dynamic is between the Cybermen and the Daleks.
Yeah. All right, you ready to get started?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Without further ado, let's get into it.
Cybermen will remove sex and class and colour and creed. Which of you is least important?
What's that supposed to mean?
Which of you is least...
You didn't need to kill him!
Neither did we need him alive.
Daleks versus Cybermen. Two world domination entities.
Identify yourself! You will identify first. State your identity! So your design is irrelevant. Daleks have no concept of elegance. You propose an alliance? This is correct. Request denied. Upon the Cybermen. This is not war. This is pest control. You are superior in only one respect. You are better at dying.
Dang. Daleks are flexing hard.
You promised me! You gave me your word!
It's like, is Jackie destined to become a Cyberman in any universe?
Doctor, good to see you again.
I will be upgraded to Cyber Leader.
Yeah, run. Get out of there.
I've got to get back. Rose is in danger, and her mother.
That'd be Jackie.
Ooh.
My wife in a parallel universe.
And who built it?
The Time Lords! This is all that survives of their home world!
Who's the president now?
A woman called Harriet Jones.
I'll keep an eye on her.
Jacqueline Andrea Suzette Tyler.
She's not my wife.
I was at the wedding.
You got her name wrong.
I met the Emperor, and I took the time vortex and poured it into his head and turned him into dust.
See, delete, exterminate, delete, exterminate. To all those who gave me grief about that.
Just fell, I didn't mean it. Mickey, without us, they'd have opened it by force. To do that, they'd have blown up the sun, so you've done us a favour. Parallel existence, a different dimension where...
Oh, you can shut up.
Look at Mickey.
How rich?
Very.
I don't care about that. How very?
Override proof mechanism!
Time Lords put those Daleks in there. What for?
It's a prison ship.
Suck back inside.
Pulling them all in!
Pulling them all in!
Sorry, what's the boy?
They're talking, and people are dying outside.
You're sending the Daleks
Look at all the
inside
people
mental
in
health.
the background.
Because now he's got me.
You will never be able to see her again, your own mother.
I made my choice a long time ago, and I'm never gonna leave you.
You pass.
Did my duty for Queen and country.
Emergency temporal shift!
Offline.
Uh-oh.
And it takes a lot of power to send this projection. I'm in orbit around a supernova, burning up a sun just to say goodbye.
Can he come through properly?
The whole thing would fracture. 2 universes would collapse.
So? Darling. It's Norwegian for bad. This translates as bad wolf bay. And the baby, it's Mum. She's 3 months gone, more Tyler's on the way. I love you.
It's my last chance to say it. Rose Tyler.
Where am I?
What?
What the hell is this place?
What?
Please tell me she's not the new companion. Because, oh my god. Okay, so that is the end of season 2 and our farewell to Rose Tyler, who went out in a mega supernova selfish bang.
What she said and did was what someone in love would do and say. The world or the universe coming to an end, who cares? That's love. That you are even willing to have everything be obliterated if it means that you can be with this other person.
You would be obliterated too. Everything. Both things would collapse.
Oh, well, then
I don't want to go on a Rose rant. She's gone.
Well, it would then be like Romeo and Juliet.
Maybe she's not gone. Everyone comes back. Everyone. Romeo and Juliet did not kill the entire fucking universe on 2 sides of things. No. No.
Well, how about if we...
Stop romanticizing selfishness.
Oh, but it's so easy.
Fair enough.
Well,
Fair enough.
Considering that love is, to an
You
extent,
have a point.
selfish.
I concede that my dislike for Rose runs so deep that it's hard to see her as anything but a just megalomaniacal, just ridiculously selfish person. I get it. I don't agree with it. I don't have to agree with it. I don't have to like her, and I don't. But I see what you're saying, of course. So, your thoughts on the episode?
Very interesting.
Mm-hmm.
And it also shows that we haven't seen the last of the Daleks.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
But what I'm curious about, though, is why only one Dalek had that protocol, able to communicate with the other Daleks.
Mm-hmm.
Why didn't its message to the other ones that were still outside and not being sucked in yet to do the emergency...
Temporal shift.
Yes, emergency protocol temporal shift.
Maybe it didn't have time to. Like they were already being vacuumed.
But from all over the world, surely they had some time to notice that something is going on.
Yeah.
And that force sucking them in from all around the world, and somehow they're able to hold on with their arms. Rose with 3 fingers of all things.
Yeah.
Somehow is not able to...
Drama!
The magic of love. Maybe.
We are not going to use love to defend and deflect and denounce everything that happens. Please.
All right. What about you?
I didn't dislike it. I'm just... Like, Rose just went out with such a... I think this is the disconnect I have with certain members of the audience who are who romanticize everything and rose-colored glasses, with everything. And I just, of course, I believe in love and romance and all that stuff, but I think there are boundaries, and there's give and take. There's common sense, and there's a certain amount of integrity that's involved. Or going into anything blind or putting blinders on is just a dangerous way to go about things and think. And that was Rose, who's just 100% owned by her emotions. And I assume that if you, as a watcher, are owned by your emotions, I'm not saying you're not, or I'm not saying you have to be in touch with them. I'm in touch with my emotions. But if you're ruled by them, and there's a lapse of logic and reason and deduction and thinking, which I'm not saying you don't think. I'm just saying some people who are ruled by their emotions tend to not rationalize things that are happening because they're so busy being consumed. And that was Rose. Rose, I think there's a difference between love and self-serving love. I think love is a two-way street. Love
should be reciprocal.
Not just that. I think the doctor obviously loved her too. I'm saying that it's like, I guess, jumping in the deep end and not caring if you drown. Like, you should look before you leap. I understand love is different for different people, and love is lack of logic, and love is lack of reason, and love is just this emotion that makes you feel and swell, and, I get that. Trust me, I get that. But Rose kind of, to me, does she love the doctor? Yes. But is her love for the doctor healthy? No. And I think her way of going about it is dangerous. For fuck's sake, she was willing to sacrifice both universes for what she wanted. Is there no other love in the universe stronger than hers for the doctor? Is hers the only love that matters? Are there people in either universe, billions of people? There's no love that transcends what she feels for the doctor? What about people who are in more intimate relationships than her and the doctor were? Sometimes it felt like he kept her on as like a platonic plaything, just something that amused him. I'm not saying he didn't love her. I'm just saying that there had been at least one couple in both universes of billions of people had to have a love and a connection and a deep bond that were stronger than people who just happen to cross time and space together. Just because you do that doesn't mean that your love is better or deeper than someone else's love. The mom is devastated. Once again, the mom is devastated in the other universe. Rose doesn't give a shit, because Rose wants what Rose wants. And that's the only thing that matters, is what Rose wants. Fuck everybody else and what they think and what they want. She's just...
There are many people like that.
Yeah. What I'm trying to say is that her love is not the end-all, be-all of love. And I don't think her love is a healthy love. I don't think it's I don't think it's a love that would require both universes to be sacrificed for something that she felt. That is the ultimate in selfishness. It's not self-sacrifice. It's her sacrificing everyone at the altar of what she wants. That's not love. It's not. Infatuation can be love, but when you have that much, love can be dangerous. Love is not always good. Love is not always. We like to think that love is this pure and noble thing, and it can be, but oftentimes it's not. Love is tainted, and love is bad, and love makes you do stupid things. And love is a drug. It's an endorphin rush. Love is deceptive, and love is illogical, and love is all these. It can be these good things, but so many bad things that no one talks about. And I think Rose dips into the bad side of the pool too much, in my opinion, obviously. And I think not only did she go out with a bang, she went out with the most selfish bang she could have. Nothing sums up her character, like I said. 2 universes will collapse. So? And she said, so fuck all. Who the fuck are you to sacrifice 2 universes? It boggles my mind how anyone likes her. Like I said, unless you're a romantic and you're emotional and you're ruled by emotions, you can identify with Rose in that respect. I cannot. More power to you. I've said it before and I'll say it again. I'm not saying I'm 100% right on this, or that you're wrong for feeling the way you do and identifying the way you do on whatever you identify with in this show. This is my perspective and my point of view. And I think Rose is horrible. Like, they may have been writing her with this, like, love will conquer all thing. But no, there was no conquering. It was love will destroy everything if you let her have her way. And to be willing to destroy 2 universes, it's not love to me. It's not. That is the most hateful thing you could possibly do. Killing billions and billions and billions of people without a second thought. That's evil. Hell, we've had people in our own history who have killed far less, and they're demonized for eternity. But Rose is somehow this love goddess who transcends all criticism therein.
Yes, with not only the destruction of Earth, but also other possibly
He said
inhabited
two universes would be...
Yes.
That's what he said.
Yes, not only of this planet, but also of other possible planets that also have the same thing.
So A, what right does she have to do that? B, I get that she loves the Doctor, but it's not healthy love, as I've said, and it's not good. It's mired in selfishness, and it's mired in ego, and it's mired in a child who doesn't really... To me, it's just like a child when they first fall in love with someone. Like when you first love, like when you are a teenager, whatever age you were, when you first, like, you felt that feeling, and you think that's love, and you're just so like, about it. And then you look back, your life moves on, and you evolve as a person, hopefully. And then you look back, and you're like, man, that wasn't love at all. And I'm not backing down on this one. You want to be mean to me in the comments? Rain it down on me. I'll get out an umbrella, and I'll sit there, and I'll be like... I'm not backing down on this one. I think they sent her out the most, just reaffirming everything I said about her, and I've felt about her. Like, wow. If you think that is romantic... Wow.
I do feel bad for her, though, that she had so much excitement in her life, and now she's going back to regular life. That's going to be quite an adjustment.
She'll still have excitement. She's going to work for the Torchwood Institute, so it won't be like with the Doctor, of course. But she'll still have stuff going on.
But to travel across the universe, and in time, now she's only limited to her new present.
Yeah. I liked her in some episodes. I did. Billie Piper, fantastic actress. She did a great job on the role. They just wrote her as so obtuse and difficult and just, the one word I repeat, selfish. Everything about her is selfish. Everything. Every time they made any progress with her, it was like, like she was finally starting. Every time she felt like she was growing, she reminded you of exactly, no, she hasn't. She's still the same petulant, spoiled child, screaming in the high chair, I want it, I want it, I want it, I want it. Well, baby, it's not good. I don't care, I want it. You'll destroy 2 universes. I don't care, I want it, I want it. That's what she reminds me of. I'm sorry. It's what she reminds me of. Like, holy fuck. Like, man, they took that character and just wrote her out with a bang, like I said. Gave her one of the most, wow, yeah. Yeah, I can already feel the heat from you all. I can feel it, and that's fine. It's fine. I'm not backing down. My feelings, my convictions are set in cement on this one. If you like Rose, more power to you. I think she is a nightmare, and good riddance. Unless this bride person is the next one, and she just sounds like a shrill nightmare too. Or any of the companions, not nightmares. Don't tell me, don't spoil it. I hope not. I hope not.
How about if we move on to another subject?
I need to get like a fan and be like, the flames, yes, yes. Feed me your hate. It'll grow and get bigger like the thing in the Fifth Element.
Or like in The Wire, that you're feeding off of the hatred.
I am your wire. Give me all of your... Yes, give me your hatred. Give me... Oh, yes, it tastes so good. Yum, 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 yum. Oh, Rose is a really good person. Oh, no, she's not. Yum, 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 yum. It was real love. No, it wasn't. Yum, 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 yum.
You're cute.
Thank you. I'm like jumping the shark now with my Rose hate. Let's just go to my notes. Get myself worked up. Fucking Rose. I thought it was interesting the Cybermen said that they would remove sex, class, color, and creed. It's like, wow. That's a very powerful statement.
Yes, like communism on steroids. That they were going to go even further with the equality thing of making everyone look the same.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And be the same.
Yeah, yeah.
I wonder how, though, the lady was still able to keep a bit of her noblesse in herself.
I guess if I had to guesstimate, it would be that she went in willingly. So maybe she was able to retain a piece of herself because it wasn't total fear. Total, like, obviously she was afraid, but she still had some stoicism about her. So I think that's my rationale behind it, that she volunteered. So she was able to keep a piece of herself.
Or maybe her sense of duty, because that's very much something that they could probably retain. She had
Possibly,
that as a driving motive and still continued her duty even after her transformation.
And you said after we finished recording the last one, that how much you liked her character.
Oh yes, that she was very strong. She actually reminded me very much like of the Doctor.
In what way?
Oh, for example, am I being held prisoner? Yes. And moving on.
Very matter of fact.
Yes.
Yeah. I loved. There's a term, I think I said during the episode. There's a term the kids use called flexing. I loved how hard the Daleks were flexing on the Cybermen. I loved it. Just like, you are inferior, we are superior. Like they were trading barbs, but the Daleks were just nailing home runs every time. So many good one-liners from the Daleks in this one about how they were better than the Cybermen.
The only thing that the Cybermen are better at than the Daleks is dying.
That was such a good line. I was like, damn.
I really liked that one.
They were bringing the smoke on that one. Yeah, it was really good. Yeah, the writing overall, other than Rose, the writing was good, and the way they were with the Daleks this time, just... That's why I found it amusing that the series has taken what is essentially a trash can with like a plunger sticking out of it and like an egg beater in the other one, and make them like this like feud world beaters. Like they're just...
I actually have never seen them like that, but now I can see how they could look like that.
But they still feel, like what I'm saying is like they look like this, but they still feel legit. Like when they come out, we're like, whoa, it's on, because they're just they're well written, and it feels like whoever wrote this like really likes the Daleks and was just letting them flex all over the Cybermen, and I was here for it because I think they're superior too. I liked I think it was Peter Tyler who said to the Doctor, "You're going to listen for once."
Yes.
Yeah.
After a long time of him doing what he does, now it is time for him to be the victim of what he does.
Well, no one sauntered cockily through the episode, so we're not there yet. Also in that vein, it's kind of telling that the Doctor was trying to use Jackie as bait for Peter. Like, Jackie's here. Ooh, Jackie. And he's like, I just want to fix this. He goes like, it's kind of a dick move on the Doctor's part. I'm like, I said before, I like the Doctor. But he's kind of a dick. He's kind of an arrogant, self-righteous dick. Like, it's like, you're lucky you're cute. You're lucky I'm shallow sometimes. We get so much hate. It's fine, I got my umbrella. I like the idea of them being the last 4 Daleks in existence. They had names, and there was a secret society of Daleks. I thought that was really cool.
It was very interesting, especially since they, at least it was assumed, that they don't have names.
No, they don't.
It turned out that they are actually even of a higher order than the Emperor himself.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I'm assuming the one that was the more gunmetal color was like the highest. It's like the leader, because that's one that escaped. At first I was kind of like, why do the Daleks think that this piece of Time Lordian technology would save them? But then you're like, oh shit, it's a prison ship. Wow. At first I thought it meant that they created the Daleks. When it came out at first, I was like, oh. So my initial reaction was, oh god, the Time Lords created the Daleks. But then it was like, you're like, oh, okay. Another thing. I said it during the episode. I'll say it again. Okay, so we have this scene. We have this scene. Cyberman, delete. Exterminate. I have an idea. Let's sit inside the building and talk for 15 minutes. Yes, let's talk and postulate for 15 minutes about everything. Yes, good idea, Jackie. Peter, what should we do? What do you want for lunch? Should we get some tea? Should we get a spot of tea while we're at it? Cut to scene. Delete, exterminate. And you can see the going on in the window, and they're just talking. Have some fucking urgency. People are dying. Well, we know Rose doesn't care, but you think the doctor wants to save humanity, but what? Stop talking and start doing. You can't claim to be this alien humanitarian. Are there acceptable sacrifices? At this point, they are essentially murdering anyone who's out there dying. I like the episode. I do. I liked both parts. The big issues are big. It was really annoying. It was annoying. It didn't detract from the episode for me overall, but it was just like, they're clearly killing people. Maybe have some urgency about it. But they're not. They're just talking. And it wasn't even like important. It was like banter talk. There was no like, we need to do it. Let's go. It was like,
Instead of strategizing?
Yeah. Well, they'd already had a plan. Like, they were already formulating a plan. Like, they knew what they needed to do. Stop fucking talking about random nonsense and just do it. What, because we can't see the other people being shot and vaporized? Out of sight, out of mind, okay then? I don't know. It just seems weird to write it like that. Do something where they have something they can do where it just turns off all of the attack mechanisms. So that when they're like, delete, nothing's going on, like, exterminate, and it's not working. Malfunction. Then you can go having a conversation in the fucking... Run out of breath. This episode in Torchwood about it. It just was weird to me. And yes, I know I'm being too critical and too hard on the show. These are things that just should be... The doctor's always trying to save people. Like, how many times the doctor been like, Rue, run, go, when something's happening? Because they're in a building and they can't... You should see the lasers. They're not just firing from, like, Daleks to Cybermen. They show people being shot in the streets. On the ground and above. It wasn't going back and forth. It was everywhere. Come on. You just can't have it both ways. You can't I want to save the world, but only the ones that survive always stand here and talk, I guess. I assume after this video, my subs are just going to plummet. People are going to be like, you're too confrontational. Oh yeah, and the mom's crying, and Rose is all, I made my decision a long time ago. I'm like, you're such a dick. You're such a dick. That's why her and the doctor got along so well. They're both just massive dicks. They don't care about what they care about. Which is kind of true. If you think I'm wrong, you can speak up.
I know that I can.
Okay. I feel like you're chewing on something like, I'll say something, but I can't.
Well, you've noticed, for example, the absurdities that occur in different episodes. Mm-hmm. It seems like, well, for example, I mentioned one about holding on to something while somehow a force is sucking everything around the world.
Yeah.
But, well, maybe the absurdity adds to the show's witty charm.
In some respects, yeah. Like, when the doctor's being a dick to certain people, it's funny. But he's just... When he's an arrogant douche to, like the episode about with the devil. The way they were treating the crew was so smarmy and cocky and rude. It wasn't funny. So yeah, obviously, yes. Like, the doctor has this quirky charm. And even Rose at times can be endearing or amusing. But it's just the bad outweighs the good sometimes. And I know it's gonna sound like I hated, like you just really just like the show. Or you hated the episode. No. Both of those things are not true. I just think that you just need to be careful on how much you make someone a certain way without any kind of balance. And the doctor, as far as I know, has yet to get any kind of comeuppance for anything. Like, arrive, fuck shit up, leave. As you joked about in season 1. So the doctor still saunters around with this cocky arrogance of, I'm always right, I'm better than everyone. And to a degree, it might be true. He's a Time Lord. We're not. It's just sometimes it's a delivery. It's the way that it's sometimes they pile it on too much, or it doesn't fit the situation, or sometimes it's just not necessary. And yeah, we'll see how much of this I leave in. So her dad saves her from the void.
Mm-hmm.
Selfless act.
Yes, was somehow able to stay there and catch her while not being sucked in, but then again, like I mentioned earlier with the 3 fingers, or, for example, or somehow the TARDIS somehow ending up in the pit, even though it was sealed.
Yeah.
It's all part of the show's witty charm that it indulges in the absurdity is part of the show's witty charm.
Yes, unfortunately, bringing that up again means there's going to be more spoilers in the comments about how it got down there. And then interesting that everyone was reunited on the other side. So you get Mickey, Rose, Peter, Jackie, all reunited again in the other world.
Yes. Do you suppose that Mickey and Rose will once again try to be together? Or will they have finally moved on? Have they moved on?
They won't. They won't. Because Rose will be in grief. Rose will be grieving, and Mickey will want to console her. So I think that they will rekindle it that way. Mickey will be a consolation prize at this point. Like, well, I can't have the doctor, so I guess I'll settle for you. Hold me while I cry over a man that's not you.
How touching.
And what drove me crazy about the 2 universes thing also was everyone drives hundreds of miles in the middle of the night just for her. Let's all worship at the altar of Rose. The doctor is burning up a sun. There's a supernova going on just so he can say goodbye to her. And she's still...
It actually does seem a bit far-fetched that her dream, well, it could, or hearing his voice, that could be simply a sign of her grieving. That they could say, oh, it's only a dream. Oh, it's because you're grieving. But they actually are going to go by what she heard in a dream.
That didn't bother me as much at all. It was just the fact that they all drove hundreds of miles and the doctor's burning, like the sun is, there's a sun burning up, there's a supernova going on, and the doctor is using that to project himself to talk to her. And, like, I want an episode. I want an episode 14 of season 2. And all it is just Rose on the screen, and all she has to say is thank you. Roll the credits. Just say fucking thank you. At least once. People do so much shit for you. Bend over backwards for Queen Rose. All the time. And it's just expected. Like, I'm not going... Just, if they were doing... And then she asks him... I hope this is the last time I have to talk about her. Oh my god. I'm going out with a bang. A big bang on this one. If you love Rose, you hate me right now. And that is totally fine. Rose asks him, what are you going to do? And I'm like, woman, he has been doing this for a long fucking time. You have been in his life for the blink of an eye. At best. At best. His life existed before you. And yes, I get it. It's been explained to me that Rose helped pull the doctor out of the funk of the post-war stuff. Totally get that. But the doctor's been doing this a while. And whenever people talk about the doctor, they use companions, plural. So if the old doctors are in canon, and the reboot with Christopher was a continuation of the original stories, then there have been previous companions. So, her being there, in the end, is trivial. Not to what he feels about her or anything, but just in this grand scheme of what are you going to do? Like, what the fuck do you think he's going to do? Just throw himself into the supernova? Like, wait till a black hole forms and then just go, I can't live without Rose anymore because of all the companions I've had. She was the smartest and prettiest and wittiest and British. It was just such a... like, her ego is ridiculous. What are you going to do? Get back on the TARDIS and talk to some bitchy bride, some bridezilla. Now I'm like, ugh. Like, I've been chewing my lip. That's how, like, stressed out I am. Probably have, like, Sore now. Look what you're doing to me, Doctor Who. Look what you're doing to me.
Well, let's see how this arrangement turns out.
Please. Please. Give me a companion I can like. Please. Think about if we had a stable, pleasant, fun, all the time. I'm not saying that Rose wasn't these things all the time. She had, I said in past episodes, she had her moments. We had a companion who was just well-adjusted and fun and mature. Now place her in every single episode. How much more enjoyable would those episodes have been to watch? Like some of those, the two universes would collapse. You're right. I'm going to miss you so much. Thank you for everything. I love you. That's love. See, you even went like, aw, because that is... Selfless love is greater than selfish love.
Well...
See, do you have any thoughts?
Well, you do have a point in that, well, if the two universes collapse, then nobody will be happy. Including themselves, because they won't be. So I do see what you are trying to say.
I don't know. I think I've ran myself out of gas about this. But we'll see what happens from here on with the show, and somehow this bride is on the TARDIS now.
Yes, even he is wondering how that happened.
Overall, a solid season ender, I thought.
Much pathos.
Yeah. As much as I like Mickey and Peter and Jackie, and as much as Rose is there, if we never see them again, good way to send them off. I, for one, do not have faith in that, because Mickey was never supposed to be seen again. I'm glad he was, and we've seen Rose's dad come back to life repeatedly. I have a feeling there's going to be that hook, and they're going to grapple to it, and then go, fuck, it's Rose. If Rose shows back up, pause the video when she does in the future, and screenshot the picture. I don't know which of the emotions would be on my face. All of them. We'll see. But yeah, that is all for my notes. The rest of it are for my patrons. So we close the book on these notes. We close the book on season 2. We go to the bridge next from season 2 to 3. And see what this is. All about. As we said, this strange bride on board, and she got on board because I'm assuming he's still at the supernova, because it's probably done being, like, energy's probably done. That's why he came back. Point being, he's still at this location. So how does she get there? We're going to find out, hopefully, in the next episode, which is the Christmas one.
I would definitely like to see that one. I do sympathize with her that she's upset. This is supposed to be the best day of her life, and now all of a sudden she is now somewhere else.
We'll see.
A glitch in the ceiling of the two universes, perhaps?
Maybe, yeah. Could be. So are you ready to find out?
Yes.
All right. Well, we're going to continue on and get to it. That's going to wrap this one up. If you watched to the end, thank you. If I pissed you off, I'm sorry. It's probably not the first time. Probably won't be the last time. As always, I don't have a fancy outro, so I'll simply say thank you for watching again, and I will see you, hopefully, in the next one, the Christmas episode for the season. Until then, goodbye.
Goodbye.
Hit my glasses. Awesome. What a nice little bow on the season. I just knocked myself in the face. Damn it, Rose. Everything's Rose's fault now.
All right. Whenever something ever happens from this point forward, we will blame it on someone who doesn't exist.
She exists. It's Billy Piper.
All right. How about this? A character that doesn't really exist.
Oh, I've known many people like Rose. They're nightmares.